Hello, and thank you for watching and downloading Team Franco Bodybuilding Journal for 2010. This is the month of January, so Happy New Year, everyone. It's been quite a while since I've done one of these journals. I think the last one was a few weeks before the 2009 OCB Mid-Atlantic, the show that I promote annually. Let's start off with there. Let's do a quick recap for 2009, and I want to discuss what's going on with us for this coming year. We had a great show, the OCB Mid-Atlantic, great staff, great help, and we had 3 professional athletes come out of that show. First and foremost, I want to congratulate all of them. Again, we had the men's professional winner was Alberto Umana. He was a seasoned competitor who just basically competed years ago, and he came out and he looked fantastic, and I think he's going to do really well in the IFPA and hope to see him on stage soon. For women's bodybuilding, we had Bridget Baldwin, great athlete, great bodybuilder, and I believe she's going to be taking a little bit of time off to work on her physique because she wants to compete, and do well, obviously, as we all do. And finally, Lisa McHugh. She actually took 2 pro cards home. She took the Women's Masters 35 figure pro card and also the overall for the open figure. So, and what's exciting about Lisa is that, we do work together, and she's going to be doing her first pro show come this April. So we should monitor her progress as we go along. Personally, 2009 was a good year for Team Franco Bodybuilding. We came up with a number of pro cards, a lot of first-time competitors having great experiences, and I actually competed in my second pro show, the Gaspari IFPA Cape Cod show. Great show, great time. It was a nice time with the family, and even better, I won my class, which was really exciting. Great, there's a bunch of great guys. It's always exciting to compete with people that are nice and people that, who it's a challenge, but it's just a good time. That's the only really way I can summarize it. Even better, I ended up going up against one of the greats, Doug Miller. I tipped my hat off to him. It was fantastic to have a little pose down with him, even though that I didn't think I had a shot, but it was still a blast, and to actually compete with him and against him. And I just want to send out a personal congrats. He looked fantastic at the Yorton Cup. I wish I was there to be on stage again. So congrats on that show, Doug. Personally, I wanted to do the show, but I just had too much going on, and the timing just wasn't right, and my heart wasn't in it. So maybe this year, 2010, I may do another show. We'll see, and I'll make sure to inform everybody, through these journals. Now, going into this year, well, actually wrapping up 2009, I made the announcement of starting a new supplement company called Beyond Nutrition. This started back in February of 2009, and it's with my good friend Chris. He was actually a client of mine years ago, and our friendship just basically grew through common interests. And his passion for the sport and supplements is equal to mine, and we decided to work together, and it's been a great match. We're really excited about our first product. It's called All-in-One. It's a post-workout recovery drink. I'm not going to go into all the details, but if you visit BeyondSups.com, you'll find lots of information about the product and the benefits of using it. And if you ever want samples, just hit me up with an email. I'm going to finish up talking about BeyondSupplements.com and Beyond Nutrition, because our first sponsored athlete is Teresa Evans. She's a member of Team Franco Bodybuilding. We helped her do her first pro show back in October. She looked fantastic. I was really proud of her. During her prep, sticking with it, working really hard. She took 4th in a very competitive class. Now we are sponsoring her, and she's competing in her second pro show and she'll be competing with Lisa McHugh this coming April. As time goes on, I'm going to talk more about my clients and competitors doing their shows and a little more detail about them, but I just wanted to point her out to everybody because, she's coming back around again, and it's going to be a great time this spring. As far as Beyond Nutrition, you'll see us at local OCB shows, giving out samples, having booths, so you can learn more about us and the product. So stay tuned for that. 2010, we're kicking off right away with a posing class this spring. We're kicking off a posing class this January on the 16th, and I'm seeing a lot of people already showing interest who are competing this spring. And it's great because obviously you got to diet right. You got to have your nutrition properly. You got to do your supplements properly. You got to weight train. But posing and presentation is the real key, and that's what I try to promote in these posing classes. Learning how to present yourself properly, put yourself in place, and it's fantastic to see this so far out from the spring shows. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to be doing these monthly, maybe more frequently. I'm going to have my own little rant or a little discussion, the thing that's on my mind. Talk about the clients of Team Franco Bodybuilding and their progression and their prep. And, possibly if I'm competing, give you a little bit more insight to what's going on with that. Just want to finish up talking about balance. Balance has been really a key of mine and what I've learned over the last couple of years while prepping clients, and it's pretty much what I promote. Balance is just needed, for family life, for business, for friendships, for your work, everything. You need to learn how to balance things out to really be successful, and the same goes to bodybuilding and competition and figure and the whole, this whole hobby, a crazy hobby of ours. You really need to have balance, I think, to succeed. If you don't, if you're caught up into it a little too much, if I feel like you have something to prove when you compete, and you're that chest pounding person, you're not going to have that balance. It's pointless. You want to be focused. You want to have fun with it. Okay, and I'll touch more upon that as we go along. Thank you for listening to 2010, the first Team Franco Bodybuilding video journal. More to come. Feel free to contact me at fitfranco@verizon.net. Any questions about contest prep, beyond nutrition. Check us out on the forums, because we have our Team Franco Bodybuilding forum, and we're also on Facebook. So thank you for listening, and have a great month.